Hi, this is Eric Martin with Board Game Geek. I'm here with Uli Blenneman from Spielwarenmesse.
Good morning.
Good morning. And we are looking at a prototype of Stefan Risthaus's Gentes.
Yes.
Yes.
This is Stefan's second game for Spielworks after his Orc Ride. And again, it's a gamers game by Stefan for 2 to 4 players. Will be released in June of this year, June, July. And playing time is 90 minutes, depending on experience of the game. It's definitely a lighter game than Orc Ride, which was a very heavy, quite complex economic game. This one is somewhat lighter, but in my opinion, very interesting too. You are developing your people, Gentes, in ancient times. It has some standard elements, so you can build cities which give you advantages, but to my mind the most important thing is how Stefan has handled actions and timing.
All right.
Each player has his own player board, player mat over here. This would be basically the start. First, you have 6 different categories of crafts of people. You have the priests, you have noblemen, you have warriors, you have traders, and the more you have, the better it is. So you can move in these directions, but you see these are opposites, so you cannot move this one over. This is a pretty neat mechanic how to handle this, but even more important is the timing track. You see 5 of the spots are blocked at the start, and one is already occupied by one of these sand timers. And if I do an action, there are various ways to build cities or to train your people, or here to get a card, to play a card which can be acquired via this action. Let's say I want to play a card from my hand. I would pick up one of these tiles. I have to pay the costs in gold, and this is the amount of time I need. So I would take another of the sand clocks and put it in here. And sometimes, as you see, there are actions. This one does not cost money, nice, but it is very costly in time. These ones are double-sided, so 2 and 1. So you could, for this, put in 3 single ones, or 1 double one and 1 single ones. Of course, using the double ones means that you have more space for later actions, because the turn only ends when all the action spots are filled. But at the end of the turn, you are allowed to remove all single ones, whereas the double ones are only flipped over to the single ones. So you have to be careful.
Real investment in time.
Yes, exactly. And during the game, you can open up more of these spots. So later you have a little bit more time. But timing, not only what to do here, but when to take which action is most important, because the cards are very helpful, but getting the cards is an action, and then playing the card from your hand is another action. But all of this, there are strategies where some players say, well, let's get the cards out first, but for the cards you need people. The cities give advantages, so to find the right mixture with just a very limited amount of actions, because normally each action involves at least 2 of these tiles. This is what makes a game, in my opinion, very innovative, very rich in playing experience.
Along with sort of the pushing mechanism here,
Yes.
which I guess mimics as well in a society. You have a limited amount of resources.
Exactly.
You have to focus on what you're doing and give up things.
Yeah,
So,
you're
okay.
right.
Well, as we see, this is still in progress.
This is 100%
right now.
prototype stuff which you are seeing with some strange changes for probably on this card for 15 times. But hopefully everything will be all right.
Okay. Well, I do know you test a lot.
Yeah.
You post a lot of pictures of things in progress. So, all right. Thanks very much for the overview of
Thank you.
Gentes.